third C-section right here, scheduled twice, first, second, or third.
Yeah, it was scary.
It was scary.
So she
I
was
bled
bleeding.
a lot.
6 months later,
Yeah.
now we have this.
Hi guys.
Hello everyone.
What's going on, JJ?
Say hi everyone.
Say hi, friends.
Just excited that nobody,
my God.
his sisters
It's
aren't
nice
around.
and quiet because it's nap time. Well, this video is a little different from what we normally do. We normally vlog our lives and stuff we do with our kids and whatnot. But we realized we got a lot of new followers. We hit 1,000
Yes.
subscribers.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for
Following
along and supporting us. We hit 1,000 subscribers, and we realized because a lot of you are watching our birth video, our third birth for this guy right here. This guy right here. And this video is long overdue because he is now 6 months old.
Yeah.
So this is going to be like a little update on being 6 months postpartum with a 6-month-old. And, you know, we realized, like I said, a lot of you came from our birth vlog. And we'll go over the birth a little bit because we realized we never really shared. I don't think we did we?
If we did, maybe not too
Maybe
much.
in the vlog.
Yeah.
Like in the vlog of the birth video itself, how it felt. And
But
whatnot.
it's just that one day. So we didn't really share too much. Or like we couldn't share too much because it was just one day.
What do you mean?
Like we couldn't share too much about the experience because we're still living in the moment.
Yeah, we were trying to remember the day by vlogging and sharing it with you guys, and then, you know, what he just said. But it's now January. Jarek was born. Look at that. He was born in July, and I did not think when the pandemic started, like it's still happening, right?
we're still
It's
in it.
January 2021. We're still in it. Where we live here in the Bay Area, it's still, they call it shelter in place, stay-at-home order. So we're still doing that. Luckily, when Jarek was born, it was not shelter in place.
No.
Right?
No.
It was.
But the hospitals still weren't allowing visitors.
Yeah. So, but like I remember, it was July. The pandemic started in March, and I was worried at the time that by the time he was born, it would be like super scary at the hospital, and we realized it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Like,
mostly because we've been through the process before.
yeah, this was our third birth, and we
Third
realized
C-section.
third C-section, and we realized once, you know, afterwards, we're like, you know, this experience was not as scary as it seemed. Mostly because I did a lot of research. I looked up like what to expect. I talked to my doctor. If you're afraid, I really suggest talking to your doctor about what the experience is going to be like, or a nurse or something, like, you know, for where your hospital, because that really gave perspective on what it's going to be like. We do not have to get tested. That's a question people
A lot of people
have asked.
What's wrong? That's his thing right now.
Yeah,
He
6
blows
months
up.
old, and he has this new.
Silly.
You're super silly. Anyway, we did not have to get tested. When if you watch our birth vlog, when we get there,
Put a link right here.
yeah, we'll put a link. The nurse who welcomed us to the labor and delivery,
It was more like a questionnaire.
she just asked some questions, COVID-related questions, and then she took our temperature. It was just us two allowed in.
Yeah, the whole time. Us two when we checked in, us two when we checked out.
I mean, given
us three.
we had a planned C-section, so we knew like when we were going. They were expecting us, you know. But I'm sure it's the same even if you're just coming and you're in like labor. I'm sure they're still gonna take your temperature and all that. Another question we got a lot is, did we have to wear masks the whole time? And again, ask your hospital, ask your doctor or the nurses when you go to your your appointments, what the hospital's policies are. But at ours, you are required to come in with a mask. And when we got there, they actually gave us new masks, right? For the delivery itself. We wore the hospital's masks. They gave us new. They gave us new masks to wear, even though we came with our fabric ones. And we just had to wear those the whole time. I mean, if you're going in for a C-section, you're like your partner is going to be wearing a mask regardless, because they're going to come into the delivery room like a doctor. Like our older daughter watches the vlogs, and she's like, why is daddy dressed like a doctor? So they come in like dressed like the doctors and nurses in the OR anyway, covered with all the right like the right PPE or whatever. So you wear the mask they give you. But when we're in our postpartum room, once the baby's there, you can change your mask if you have other masks.
Or just put it on when somebody comes in.
Our hospital just asked that when there's other people in the room, you put a mask on. So we did the thing where you just keep it on you, and every time a nurse came in, we would just pop it back up. But when it was just us two, we would keep it off for the most part. It was just easier to have it on you if that was the expectation anyway.
Yeah, and I think the other question was visitors. So of course, again, it comes down to your probably county or the hospital's rules, but ours, we didn't have any visitors, which after having three babies at the same hospital, for us, we felt that we preferred it.
We preferred no visitors, no friends to everyone who visits us. It was sad that the same people who like our families and like our kids, aunties and uncles weren't able to visit. That was sad.
Right.
But
it was also a lot more relaxing.
You're so tired. What people don't warn you about is how like tired you're gonna be. The moment you're like, when I went into labor with my first daughter, it was all like regular, right? I didn't have a planned C-section. I was exhausted because I was having contractions from like Friday evening.
And she didn't have them till Wednesday.
And I didn't have the baby until Wednesday, but we went into the hospital finally Sunday night, Monday morning. So I had contractions for like 48 hours, and I wasn't at the hospital. And you're already tired from that. And then once you get into the hospital, they like hook you up. They tell you to sleep,
But they come in like every 15 minutes.
They come in like, ever so often, and your sleep gets interrupted. So you're tired, right? Like the moment the labor starts, you're exhausted already. Unless you're one of the lucky few where it's just like, oh, I'm having contractions, and then you go in and you have a baby like an hour or two later. I've seen that. It happened with us with our first daughter. I was in the hospital waiting, and I could hear somebody come in. Like she's like complaining, she's like doing all the breathing, doing all the thing, and then we're like just waiting. We're just waiting, maybe like half an hour, maybe like
15-20 minutes.
Quick,
you
hear the baby crying, and the baby was born, and we were like, what? It could be like that, but that was not me. Third C-section right here, scheduled twice, first, second, or third. But
you do get a lot of sleep.
Yeah, you get a lot of sleep when you don't have a lot of visitors. Like
visitors, to be honest, are interruptions. So because we are up throughout the night with people coming to check on Zoran and the baby, so visitors also come.
So I know for some like first time moms, it could be really sad that your mom or your best friend or your sister won't be able to be there.
For sure.
And I get that completely. But to be positive, you'll have your partner there, and you two will be able to bond solely with your newborn without everybody. Like everybody's so excited. Everybody's so excited. But they can visit, social distance when you get home or whatever, or FaceTime, Zoom. So it's not that bad. You get to sleep. Like my husband's just saying, Jonathan's saying, you could sleep. You could sleep when the baby sleeps. Like that becomes a real thing when you don't have visitors. Because I remember with our first two kids, whenever there are visitors, you're everybody's so excited. They're like,
everyone's
when can I come?
You,
and you don't know when your newborn's gonna fall asleep. So like you're a first time mom, or like you have a newborn. You don't know when the baby's just gonna go to sleep. You can't plan that. So you'd be like, yeah, you can come over at 2:00, and baby falls asleep at like 1:55, and then the moment some visitor comes, your baby wakes up. So. That could be a disadvantage. But without the visitors, your baby sleeps, nobody's coming, you can just be like, okay, go sleep. Right, JJ?
Yeah.
We had fun at the hospital.
6 months later, Now we have this.
What else are you doing now? Like,
He's
he likes
starting
to jump.
eat.
Like, show them your jumpy legs. Jump. He's in a jumper.
Yeah, he loves that.
We don't do a walker, so he's not in a walker. He's good at rolling over, right?
He sort of hold his bottle now. Yeah. What do you want to tell him? What else do you do?
What else do you do? You say mama.
Yeah. Oh yeah, mama and dada.
Mama.
Say mama,
Da, 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 da.
mama. Yeah.
Huh? No?
But he's starting to eat what? Avocado.
Yeah, he had avocado. He
Baby
did
food.
not like. We will show y'all the video. He did not like pear at all. He has this new. His new trick is. Right? You saw it. He's like.
Yeah.
Oh. What's that sound?
Stop telling him my tricks.
Yeah, that's your new trick, right? You pretend to throw up.
Yeah. Well, he's funny.
He's
really
funny. He is super funny. Our girls love him. If this is your second child or your third child, or if this is your second child and you're wondering, will my baby like
Get
the new
along.
baby? Our girls are obsessed with him.
Just invite them to help.
Yeah, they love him so much. Oh, and Jonathan mentioned he holds his bottle. He's now combo feeding. That's also new.
Yes.
I tried really hard to do like solely breastfeeding. That was like the goal.
That was every pregnancy,
I mean,
yeah.
like every time I was pregnant, that was the goal.
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months was always my goal. I think I made it 7 months with our older daughter. Like 6 months. I worked, I think, sooner with our second daughter, so I made it to 6 months with breast milk, not necessarily like solely breastfeeding. But this guy, I'm home with him now. I'm staying at home with him. He made it to about like 5.5 months until we introduced formula. Only because I got right around New Year, I got what's it called? Mastitis?
Mastitis.
Yeah, mastitis. It's like
Not fun.
not fun at all. It's like an infection. You have clogged ducts that hurt. It's just painful when you feed. I got chills.
Yeah.
I got a
Hot.
fever.
Yeah, fever.
I was like exhausted. I had fatigue. I had headaches. Like the hormones or whatever were just like messing me up. And that was my first time getting it. So we decided, it was time. And, they said fed is best. So that's like another thing I feel like they don't talk about so much. You're like expected to breastfeed. Like society's pressures expect you to breastfeed. And it's a good goal to have, but like third time around I was like, you know what, forget it. Like fed is best. I'm still breastfeeding, but he's also getting formula. So it's combo. We're doing combo feeding. And he likes the formula just fine. He doesn't even notice. Think it's making him chunkier. So, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, if you have any other questions about, the pregnancy, the birth, anything,
We're
really.
not experts.
We're not experts, but we've been through a lot.
We've been through a lot. We're willing to share. I think we might have a vlog for this. Do we? For about like our second pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a vlog. We'll link the experience from our second vlog. Our second pregnancy. Only because that was our scariest birth. That one.
I don't think it's a vlog in itself. It's more of a recap or a look back in another vlog.
Okay, well, we'll
within the
link
vlog.
that. But long story short, after my second pregnancy, I had hemorrhaging.
Yeah.
I'm not into medical stuff.
It was scary.
It was scary.
So she
I
was
bled
bleeding.
a lot. Luckily, we were in the hospital already because our daughter, our second daughter, had. Not luckily she had a fever, but because she had a fever as a newborn, we were admitted to the hospital. And luckily, because I was admitted, I was bleeding in the hospital and didn't have to be in my car bleeding.
Yeah, she fainted.
Yeah,
at
but
the
I
hospital.
fainted at the hospital. I lost so much blood that I had to get a blood transfusion. It was so scary.
Yeah. And they even said
I
they
felt-
prepped
yeah.
us to not have a third child. They said,
Yeah.
to fix Zoran, you may have to.
Yeah, they said like I went into surgery to like stop the bleeding in my uterus or something, and they were like, I remember I was like on the bed before they rolled me in, and they were like to my mom and to Jonathan, if we can't stop the bleeding, we might just take like, is it okay if we just take out her uterus? Like we can't have any more kids.
Yeah,
but,
and at the time we were like, just do whatever you need to do to make her better.
So that, like, we're not trying to scare anybody, but I'm just trying to say that was like, luckily this time was not that.
Yeah.
This time was definitely not that. The scariest thing.
Doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, it doesn't like. No, I think it happens.
Oh, it happens?
Yeah. but not to the extreme of what happened to me.
Right.
I've heard of other moms having similar experiences, or even after it happened to me, I've had aunts tell me like, oh, that happened to me too. But I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just trying to say like this pregnancy was good.
Yeah, it was.
You know, this pregnancy or this birth was really good, and he's really healthy.
He's like the calmest.
Yeah, he's like super chill.
Other than these outbursts, I think he's tired though.
Yeah, I think it's ready for a nap. You want to say bye-bye to our friends?
Say bye.
Bye-bye, right here.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, you said bye. Bye. See you guys next time.
Did you say bye-bye? Was that bye-bye? Oh. Oh. You think you're funny, huh? I think you're funny. Bye, guys.
Bye.